Hi everyone, it's John the Dyslexic Geek here. Today LEGO have announced the 5 designs for the Series 6 of the Bricklink Designer Program. There's some interesting designs here, bit of a mixed bag if I'm being perfectly honest. It's not quite loaded on this front page yet, but all of them have just been revealed in the last few minutes. So looking at the first design, which is the Artifactory. Now this one is a kind of like a modular. It's like a split design, open design, so it opens up and closes up. Yeah, I'm not sure. Looks good. I like the colour scheme. Doesn't really excite me too much if I'm being perfectly honest, but it's nice to see a modular has made it. I wasn't too sure if we'll be getting any more modulars in the Bricklink program, but I think there are kind of loopholes and ways to get around it. But it's quite interesting. It's like a doll's house effect, so it does fully close up and to make a little bit like a modular. Not sure it's a full size. There's no base plate used by the looks of it, so I'm not sure if it is actually a full size regular modular. It's not clear. It does have 2,499 pieces. So interesting designs going on here. So you've got a rooftop with opening receptions. You've got a photography studio, a piano classroom, a working elevator, which is nice. I think that works with a little nozzle at the top to raise and lower it. I quite like that. A painting academy, ballet classroom, and exhibition hall. So basically, it's a factory that basically covers a variety of art. So yeah, I quite like the idea of that. Here you see when it's all closed up. I think it looks better like this when it's all enclosed. Does look quite good. Interesting pieces inside. Look like the little traffic light. That's quite decent. You've got the sidewalk here, the various staircases on it externally. Yeah, I think it definitely looks better when it's closed up rather than opened up. Maybe. Yeah. I mean, it looks quite. It almost looks like a full-size module. Look at it on here. Look at the scale. Whilst there's no base plate included, it actually does look quite chunky, so it could certainly fit in a Lego city. So you've got a working elevator, as you can see the mechanism up here. So I quite like that. That's got some bit of functionality to it, which I like. Not often you see that in modular sets. They get another look at another sort of like the art section here. Quite a lot of minifigures in this by the looks of it. There's there's 6 minifigures in there, so quite a decent array of minifigures. Might be more than that, in fact. I'll check that in a second. So yeah, quite a lot of things inside, quite a lot of detail. Yeah, I do like the rooftop. It'll probably look really good with a light kit, in fairness. I imagine it look really good with a light kit, in fact. So yeah, I'm not sure. It's one to think about. Let's see, it says how many minifigures are going to be included in this. So it's going to say 8 minifigures by the looks of it, so that's quite generous. Yeah. Maybe, we'll see. Up next we have the more budget-friendly set. This time it's the Offroad Adventure. This does very much remind me of a set that's in the LEGO Ideas trying to achieve votes at the moment. So this may well have a knock-on effect for that set if this has been chosen in the Bricklink program. Might not. 859 pieces. I do that little like Land Rover type vehicle, off-road vehicle. Does remind me of the Lego Defender that we got in Lego a few years ago. Yeah, it's quite nice. I do like the little trees and the rock face. It's like got 2 minifigures. Yeah, interesting. I don't think I'd quite enjoy putting this tree together by the looks of it. Yeah, I mean it should be too expensive. This one, it's the budget-friendly set of the series. So yeah, some interesting designs in here. I like the colour scheme. I do like the forest look and feel of the set, like a camping and adventure kind of thing. Yeah, I like the little owl. That's like an owl we got on there. So yeah, it looks like quite a small vehicle. So only room for 1 minifigure inside it. I think maybe got like a fishing rod poking out there with the river and the fish. Yeah, quite charming. I'll give it that. I do like the water effect with the waterfall. That's pretty good. You get a look from the top down section. It does look quite big, quite like a nice bit of like a diorama kind of thing. So yeah, one of the more interesting sort of budget friendly sets that the Bricklink program I've done so far. Yeah, I might go for this. I'll see what the final pricing will be when it eventually gets revealed later on next year. But yeah, it's fine. Yeah, it's very much like the Land Rover Defender, very, very similar. Yeah, interesting. Got 2 minifigures. You've got a little bunny rabbit and a squirrel. So yeah, interesting. And a set that really will go quite well that I feel is the Sequoia Tree Trail. This looks quite awesome, I must admit. Although I'm not sure it's one I quite want in my set. I do admire it. It looks very impressive and massive, and yeah, I think it's going to be quite impressive. But I'm not sure if it's one I really quite want. Again, It's one of those I kind of like, but kind of don't, if you know what I mean. I think I admire it, but I'm not sure it's quite something I really would like in my collection. I have to wait and see what the final pricing on this one will be. It does have 3,035 pieces, so I'm guessing this is going to be quite expensive. That I think the price on this set will determine whether I go for it or not. With all these Bricklink programs, if anyone who's not familiar with it, what you see is pretty much what you get. All these designs are, so they won't change. May undergo some slight structural changes, but pretty much what you see is what we get. It's very impressive in size and scale. I mean, it does look a very impressive tree. It will obviously go very well with the off-road adventure that's just been shown. Also go quite well with the A-frame as well, the display piece. I mean, it's very tall. I think the designer said it's like 52 centimeters tall, so very, very tall at its tallest point. But I'm not sure how much fun it would be to build, if I'm honest. Naturally, the sequoias do take up a big part of the build, but I don't know. Maybe interesting, maybe not. I'm not quite sure. Certainly, there's a lot of trees. I like the colour scheme, but it's one thing good thing about this set. It's a fully enclosed set, so it's from full 360 degrees. It's nicely detailed. It's quite unusual for the Bricklink set, so that's quite nice to see. So you can see where the 3,000 pieces have gone in this set. The trees, I have to say, the trees do look really good. This is maybe what the trees should have looked like maybe in the A-frame cabin. The colour scheme, I like what the designer's going for here. I don't know. The more I see it, the more it does slightly appeal. I think it all really comes down to the pricing on this one for me. I do like the tree rings. I think that's what that's saying. Or is that the height of the trees? Maybe. Like the minifigures. I do like all the green foliage. That's quite cool. Quite nice and colourful. I do like a little cabin there. That's quite nice. A little archway. Yeah, certainly are lots of trees in this set. Obviously, as it's part of a tree trail, a little bit cramped inside. Not much room in there, but I do like little pictures on here. I'm guessing these will probably be stickers. Maybe it'd be nice if they're printed, but chances are they may well be stickers. Get another look at the little forest lodge. I like the glowing fireplace. It does look quite cosy. So yeah, it does look. I mean, it does look very tall. I mean. Yeah, quite difficult to display maybe, but it's that tall. Will require quite a lot of display space because of how tall it is. But yeah, interesting design. It's one again I might have to think about. And again, it will come down to price really if I go for this one or not. But yeah, the more I see it, it does sort of grow on me a little bit more. And the more I see it, I'm not sure. This one I'll have to give a little bit of thought to. Now, one set I'm pleased that has been chosen is the Gold Mine. This looks absolutely stunning. This is lovely, very good looking set. This one has 3,570 pieces, so this is really going to be quite expensive to buy, I expect. This might be cheap. It does look awesome, really good looking set. I love the design. In fact, I love the water wheel, the external colour scheme. Really looks good. So you've got various floors on there. So you've got on the gold mines, you've got a cold food storage, a rock crusher, a stamp mill, a water mill, a well, and water cascade on the gold mine level. The first floor has a canteen, kitchen, post office, a gold office, and secured safe. The second floor has a dormitory, gold bar, casting room. I'm guessing to making gold. I guess that's what I think that means. And a wooden winch, and then the third floor has mining supplies and head frame. So I quite like that. It's quite nice. It really does quite appeal to me. I really would like this. Feels like a bit like a modular, but I like the colour scheme. But again, it's all nicely detailed, no open back, so it's all fully enclosed. That looks really good. So you can see where all the pieces go in this. It looks quite tall, quite chunky. Yeah, I do really like this. I think it's one I certainly will be going for. So you've got a working head frame. I'm not quite sure what that means. I'm guessing that's this thing here. So I guess I'm not sure what a wood frame is, I'm being perfectly honest, but something that works. A rock crusher powered by the water mill, so that just turns the grinding stone. But yeah, it looks nicely. I love the mine section. It's nice and open, quite a lot of detail in there. Yeah, it looks really good. But you go into a different floor. This looks like really does look like a modular, but obviously not a modular, if you know what I mean. So you've got various bits and pieces. Yeah, I really do like this. I imagine that will be a sticker I expect on there. It'd be nice if it's printed, but I imagine these probably will be stickers I expect. But yeah, so you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 minifigures. So yeah, nice generous minifigure count to sort of kit out the set. I really like it. It looks awesome. I'm really pleased. This one's been chosen. This looks stunning. The more I look at it, it looks awesome. And this one certainly will be getting my hands on this. I think this is probably going to be the main set that I go for out of this series. yeah, I really like this. Very, very cool. And the final set to be confirmed is the Outlaw Forest Den. I'm not sure about this set, if I'm being perfectly honest. Maybe as time goes on, it'll grow on me. I do like my castle sets, but I'm not sure. I'm not quite feeling it. It's very much designed based around the Wolfpack faction. This one has 2,452 pieces, so it's not going to be massive. Not quite to the scale of the Mountain Fortress, of course. I was really hoping the Samurai Castle would have made it, but that one obviously hasn't been chosen. So yeah, this one shouldn't be too expensive. It's 2,500 pieces, so it should be too expensive. So it should be quite realistic for people to get their hands on. I imagine it's like old castle sets. It'll be quite popular. I don't think it'll sell out quite as quickly as the Mountain Fortress did. But yeah, I don't know. From certain angles, it sort of appeals and doesn't appeal, if you know what I mean. So from here, it looks fine. But you see it from around here. I'm not sure, but it's a great big gaping sort of like archway. Yeah, I do like the stairs and the sort of the turret here. Yeah, you get loads of wolf packs and loads of minifigures, which is really good. So if you want wolf pack minifigures, you're certainly well catered for. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, so 8 minifigures in total. So again, a lot of nice minifigure count. You've got a wagon and a horse. You've got a squirrel and a bird. So yeah, nice. So you get a little look at the horse and cart there. So yeah, nice bits of accessories there as well. Then look a little bit around the back. A little bit sparse inside. Not a huge amount of detail, if I'm being perfectly honest, but at it's under 2,500 pieces. I suppose it's quite limited as to what could be done, but it's still quite effective. I suppose I just like something maybe a little bit bigger. If I'm being perfectly honest, that's my honest opinion of it. I might go for it. It should be. Depending on the price, it should be too expensive. I wouldn't have thought so. It'll be quite popular, I expect. All the castle sets generally are. But it's even different angles. I like all the trees. They look good. I like the greenery. Yeah, something that really have a. Yeah, I probably will go for it. But I don't know. Of all the castle designs that have been done so far, probably not the most exciting. If I'm being perfectly honest, I still think the Forest Stronghold, even though I didn't go for that in series. I think in series 3, I think I passed that one up. So yeah, I don't know. I think I need to sort of think on this one. I've got plenty of time to think about it. But maybe as time comes and we see the final pricing for it, I may well go for it. Yeah, I mean, it's certainly going to be plenty of time to wait for this. So yeah, this one I'll probably give him a little bit of thought to. But chances are, I probably will end up going for it. But yeah, I would have preferred the Samurai Castle if I'm being perfectly honest. But yeah, it's a castle set, so can't complain too much. So there we go. That's all the 5 designs of the Bricklink program. Now it's going to be a long time to wait for these, and in terms of how long this is going to take, or the process for these will now undergo a refining process, and the crowdfunding won't actually begin until October 2025. So a little over a year before the crowdfunding stage begins, and these don't actually even ship until March 2026, which seems so far away. You can barely even think about it. But yeah, quite a long way to think about these. But out of these, yeah, the gold mine certainly will be going for, and the others, I don't know. It all depends on the pricing. If I'm being perfectly honest, I probably will go for the castle. Maybe I don't know. The gold mine, that is going to be my absolutely lock-in. I will be going for that without question. I say the other 4 really comes down to price really. If I go for the Sequoia tree, I probably would have to get the Offroad Adventure to go with it. That should be too expensive. The Artifactory, I don't know. We'll have to see where we are sort of this time next year and see what takes my fancy. But yeah, the gold mine definitely is an absolute lock-in. That's the 5 designs for the Series 6 of the Bricklink program. So let me know in the comments what you think of these 5 designs. Are you looking forward to any of them? Or are you a little bit disappointed some of your favourite designs weren't chosen? Can I please ask you to leave a like? And if you've enjoyed today's video, I'm very grateful if you consider subscribing today. I look forward to seeing you on my next video. Thanks very much for watching today.